Have you ever felt the sting of indifference, the cold shoulder of the world, only to realize it might have been a hidden blessing? Today, we're embarking on a profound exploration of Stoicism, drawing wisdom from thinkers like Marcus Aurelius to transform apathy into advantage. Imagine a world where every instance of being overlooked doesn't diminish you, but instead launches you forward. Indifference, a word that often carries a sense of neglect, can become your catalyst for unprecedented growth. This isn't about manipulating outcomes, but about recognizing that sometimes the universe's silence is a subtle redirection towards something far grander. So, are you feeling unseen, unheard, or undervalued? It's time to rewrite your narrative. In this guide, we'll unpack 12 powerful lessons that illuminate the path to harnessing the power of indifference. We're not just dealing in abstract concepts. These are tangible, real-world strategies applicable to your everyday experiences. Before we dive in, let's ensure this wisdom reaches far and wide. Share this with a friend, and maybe even with a foe. It tells the world that you value what you're learning. Now, let's begin this transformative journey together. Ready to turn indifference into your greatest strength? Number 1. Rise above it. When life presents you with the coldness of indifference, don't retreat into yourself, ascend above it. Ignoring those who ignore you isn't an act of pettiness, it's a bold declaration of your inherent self-worth. Picture this: someone deems you unworthy of their attention. That's their misjudgment, not your burden. By choosing not to engage, you're asserting, "I am of greater value." It's akin to holding up a mirror, silently reflecting their behavior and demonstrating your resilience. Now, how do you accomplish this without succumbing to bitterness? The key is simple. Concentrate on your life, your aspirations, your joy. Immerse yourself in activities that enrich your being, whether it's delving into literature, engaging in sports, acquiring a new skill, or simply cherishing the company of those who genuinely appreciate you. This isn't about retaliation, it's about reclaiming your energy and investing it where it yields the greatest returns. Sometimes another's indifference wounds us, but instead of dwelling in that pain, utilize it as a catalyst for personal evolution. Construct a fortress of self-respect, allowing their apathy to bounce harmlessly off its walls. You're not merely surviving their disregard, you're flourishing in spite of it. This approach isn't just a display of emotional maturity, it's a testament to your inner fortitude. Remember, your value doesn't diminish based on someone's inability to perceive your worth. Remain authentic to yourself and let your actions resonate louder than their silence. Number 2, master your emotional response. Indifference can be painful, triggering a desire to react impulsively, to unleash a torrent of emotions. But here's a secret weapon from the Stoic arsenal: tranquility. When someone dismisses you, it's tempting to allow frustration or sadness to take the helm. Stoicism, a philosophy as pertinent today as it was in antiquity, offers an alternative route, embracing a composed, thoughtful response. This isn't about suppressing your emotions, it's about preventing them from controlling you. When you're overlooked, instead of succumbing to upset or seeking external validation, take a step back. Inquire within, why does this disturb me? Frequently, it's not the indifference itself, but our own insecurities that inflict the deepest wounds. This is where practicality comes into play. You're being ignored? Breathe, reflect. Recognize that this moment isn't definitive of your worth, it's merely a fleeting instant. Stoicism instructs us to focus on our actions and reactions, not on the behavior of others. So, maintain politeness, maintain kindness. If you feel compelled to reach out, do so with genuine concern, devoid of expectation. This approach isn't about passivity, it's about mastering your emotions. It's acknowledging that your self-worth isn't contingent upon the approval of others. Your power resides in your response, not in how others treat you. That's a paradigm shift. Adopting this mindset isn't effortless, but it's transformative. When you master calmness in the face of indifference, you're not just navigating a challenging situation, you're evolving. You're learning that your inner peace doesn't hinge on external validation. It's a journey towards self-confidence, where you learn to value yourself independently. By doing so, you exhibit genuine strength and resilience. And guess what? That's incredibly appealing. People are drawn to those who are self-assured, those who don't crumble at the first sign of neglect. So, by remaining calm, you're not just coping, you're thriving. You're becoming someone who can confront indifference and transform it into a stepping stone for personal growth. That's the Stoic way. Number 3, detach your mind when confronted with indifference. Mastering the art of detachment becomes an invaluable tool in your arsenal. This isn't about forgetting or pretending the disregard didn't sting. It's about channeling that experience into something transformative. Begin by acknowledging the indifference, feel its impact, but don't allow it to anchor your thoughts. Like a skilled sailor navigating turbulent waters, use the waves to steer you forward, not to capsize your vessel. Transforming indifference necessitates a shift in perspective. Envision indifference not as an obstacle, but as a detour sign, guiding you toward uncharted paths and possibilities. Explore activities that enrich your spirit and broaden your horizons. Immerse yourself in a book that challenges your thinking, take up a sport that tests your limits, or volunteer in a community project that offers a fresh perspective. These aren't mere distractions, they are stepping stones to self-discovery and growth. Each new experience sculpts a part of you, rendering you more resilient, more adaptable. Furthermore, cultivate a circle of positivity. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you. In their company, share your aspirations and listen to theirs. Such interactions create an environment where mutual growth flourishes. Remember, indifference is not a reflection of your worth, it's an invitation to rediscover and reinvent yourself. As you navigate this journey, you'll find that what once seemed like a painful slight was, in fact, a nudge toward a more fulfilling path. Number 4, showcase your capabilities. Indifference stings, but it's also a crucible for testing your resilience. Instead of wilting under its weight, view it as an opportunity to reveal your mettle. The next time you're sidelined in a meeting or overlooked for a promotion, take a deep breath. Instead of brewing a storm of self-pity or bitterness, channel that energy into constructive action. Embark on a project that highlights your skills or volunteer to lead a new initiative. Your value isn't diminished by another's oversight. It's an opportunity to shine even brighter, undeterred by the shadows of dismissal. Remember the adage, when one door closes, another opens. That's not just empty rhetoric, it's a blueprint for action. Indifference isn't a reflection of your worth, it's a redirection to where you're needed more. If you're passed over for a role, perhaps it's the universe nudging you towards something that aligns more perfectly with your talents and passions. Utilize this as a catalyst to reassess and realign. What are your core strengths? How can you pivot to maximize them? It's about crafting your own success story, one where every setback is a setup for a comeback. This isn't about masking disappointment with a forced smile. It's about embracing the full spectrum of emotions and then moving forward with grace. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and reactions. When faced with indifference, practice empathy, both for yourself and others. Perhaps the colleague who overlooked you is battling their own insecurities. Extend understanding, not as a weakness, but as a testament to your strength. Grow from these experiences, reflect on them, learn, and then, like a phoenix, rise from the ashes of indifference, more formidable and wiser than before. Indifference, therefore, isn't the end of your story, it's a plot twist, propelling you toward becoming the most authentic, resilient version of yourself. Face it head-on, with the wisdom of the ages and the vitality of youth, and witness it transform from your greatest fear to your greatest ally in personal growth and success. Number 5, strategic silence. Silence isn't merely the absence of sound, it's a potent tool in your emotional toolkit, particularly when dealing with indifference. Imagine you've been ignored or disregarded. Your instinct might scream to rectify it, to reach out, to bridge the gap. But here's where you alter the script. Embrace silence. It's not about playing games, it's about reclaiming your power. When you choose not to react, not to bombard with messages or calls. You're taking a step back. This pause isn't just for them. It's for you to recalibrate, to remember your worth isn't tethered to someone's acknowledgement. Let's delve deeper. This silence isn't passive, it's active and strategic. You're not just waiting, you're reflecting and growing. It's a time to refocus on your goals, your passions, your life. Think of it as a reset button, providing clarity and strength. This period of no contact isn't cold or unkind, it's a boundary you establish for your mental well-being. It's saying, I respect myself too much to chase or beg. This mindset isn't just stoic, it's empowering. It speaks volumes about your self-worth and confidence. Ultimately, consider the silent message you're conveying. In a world where instant responses are expected, your silence can be intriguing, even attractive. It demonstrates that you're not easily shaken, that you have a life brimming with interests and priorities beyond this instance of indifference. It's not about making them regret or come crawling back. It's about showing you're solid, centered, and not easily swayed by external validation. This approach doesn't guarantee a change in their behavior, but it ensures a change in yours, making you stronger, more centered, and prepared to face whatever comes next with grace and poise. Number 6, prove it to yourself. The art of leveraging indifference isn't merely about proving others wrong, but proving to yourself what you're truly capable of. It's about transforming apathy into fuel for growth. Let's say someone doubts your abilities in a particular skill or task. Here's your opportunity to hone that skill, not for their approval, but to surpass your own limitations. Delve deep into learning, practice relentlessly, and emerge with a level of proficiency that even you didn't know you possessed. This isn't about a grand unveiling to the doubters. It's about quietly constructing a fortress of competence and self-assurance. Now, imagine the impact of your actions rather than words. You don't need to announce your plans or progress. Let your results speak. If you're deemed uncreative, embark on a project that showcases your creativity. If labeled uncommitted, let your consistent actions be your response. This silent revolution of self-improvement isn't a battle against others' perceptions, but a crusade for personal excellence. And as you change, the world's narrative about you shifts as well. The true essence of proving them wrong lies not in altering their opinions, but in transforming your own self-image. Your journey of self-improvement will not only surprise others, but also redefine your understanding of your capabilities. This isn't just about proving them wrong, it's about redefining what right means to you. And in this journey, the greatest victory is the realization that the only validation that truly matters is the one you grant yourself. Number 7, embrace joyful pursuits. Life's true essence shines brightest when we venture outside our comfort zones. Embracing joy isn't just about having fun, it's a strategic maneuver to build resilience. When faced with indifference, the typical reaction is to withdraw, to stew in the sourness of the experience. But here's a twist. Counter that instinct by deliberately seeking out joy. This isn't about ignoring your feelings, it's about providing them with a new playground. Whether it's exploring a new hobby or revisiting an old passion, the act itself becomes a statement of defiance against the weight of indifference. Humans are social creatures, and there's immense power in shared experiences. In your journey to leverage indifference, remember the value of your tribe. Invite friends for a hike, join a community art project, or simply share a meal. These moments of connection do more than just uplift your spirits. They reaffirm your place in the tapestry of human interaction. Each laugh shared, each story exchanged, is a subtle reminder that you are more than the sum of your setbacks. You're part of a larger narrative, one that thrives on connection and shared resilience. Here's where the real magic transpires. Step into the unknown. Indifference can feel like a closed door, but in reality it opens many more. Try a cuisine you've never tasted, visit a neighborhood you've never explored, or attend a workshop on a topic foreign to you. These experiences are not just distractions, they're opportunities for growth. Each new experience adds layers to your character, making you more adaptable, more empathetic, and more equipped to handle life's curveballs. Remember, the goal isn't to forget the indifference, but to grow from it. turning every instance of being overlooked into a stepping stone toward a richer, more vibrant life. Number 8. Cultivate authentic status. Imagine you're in a room, feeling overlooked, almost invisible. Here lies your hidden opportunity. Stoicism teaches us to transform such moments of indifference into catalysts for personal growth. Instead of seeking validation, focus on self-enhancement and community involvement. This isn't about climbing a social ladder, it's about ascending your own ladder of self-development. Activities like physical fitness, exploring hobbies, or advancing in your career aren't just tasks. They are your tools to carve out a stronger, more resilient self. Think about sharing your journey, not for applause, but for connection. When you discuss your interests or achievements, let it be a bridge to find others who resonate with your story. This isn't a strategy to gather followers, but a sincere attempt to find like-minded souls. By engaging in volunteering or networking, you're not just adding lines to your resume, you're weaving a tapestry of meaningful relationships. This approach is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, where personal growth and contributing to the greater good are intertwined. In cultivating your authentic status, the intention is paramount. It's not a quest for popularity, it's a journey toward becoming a better version of yourself. Every step you take should be a step toward improvement with a ripple effect that enhances the community. This perspective shift is crucial. It's not about being seen, it's about seeing yourself grow and, in turn, helping others grow. This Stoic mindset is a powerful tool in navigating the modern world, transforming the tide of indifference into a powerful wave of positive transformation. Number 9. The power of non-existence. When faced with someone who consistently ignores you, sometimes the most potent response is a quiet one. It's not about being petty or cold, it's about respecting your own peace. If someone chooses to overlook you, you let them. Don't expend your energy attempting to catch their eye or spark a conversation. Instead, redirect your attention. In a social setting, like a party, this might mean turning towards someone who values your company. Initiate a conversation there. It's about recognizing that your worth isn't defined by someone else's acknowledgement. In the unavoidable intersections where you must interact with this person, maintain professionalism. Keep conversations brief, to the point, and devoid of personal depth. This isn't about showing them up, it's about showing up for yourself. By keeping it strictly business, you're not providing room for unnecessary drama. It's a stance that declares, I'm here for what's important, not for the play. This approach assists you in staying focused on what truly matters, keeping you grounded and unshaken by indifference. Ultimately, if the disregard persists, embrace the power of walking away. This isn't defeat, it's a strategic retreat. It's about understanding that your energy is better invested elsewhere, in relationships and pursuits that bring you joy and growth. By choosing not to engage in a one-sided struggle, you're not just moving past a person, you're moving toward better opportunities, healthier interactions, and a more peaceful state of mind. Your response to indifference isn't a reflection of defeat, it's a testament to your strength and self-respect. Number 10. The silent treatment. Reimagine choosing silence in the face of indifference isn't about gaining the upper hand, it's about preserving your dignity. Stoicism instructs us to use silence not as a means to provoke or manipulate, but as a tool for self-reflection and emotional mastery. When someone ignores you and you respond with silence, let that silence be a period of introspection. It's a time to understand your feelings, to sift through your thoughts, and to find clarity. This isn't about punishing the other person, it's about preserving your inner peace. In this silence, there's a profound opportunity for personal growth. It's not about shutting down, it's about opening up to yourself. Stoicism encourages us to use these moments to reflect on our virtues, our values, and how we wish to engage with the world. It's a chance to ask ourselves, why does this bother me? What can I learn from this? How can I grow? This kind of silence is constructive, not destructive. It's a moment to reinforce your character and align your responses with your principles. So, if you choose to remain silent, let it be a conscious choice rooted in self-care and wisdom. It's a decision to avoid engaging in behaviors that are beneath you, such as manipulation, revenge, or pettiness. Instead, it's embracing Stoicism's call for temperance and self-control. By choosing not to respond, you're not just ignoring someone else, you're attentively listening to yourself. It's a practice in maintaining your composure, focusing on your personal journey, and embodying the Stoic ideal of serenity in the face of adversity. Number 11. The strength of self-sufficiency in the face of indifference. The Stoic path isn't to plead for attention, it's a call to anchor yourself in your own self-worth and independence. When someone ignores you, it's not a cue for you to perform louder for their gaze. Instead, it's an opportunity to turn inward and reaffirm your own value. Stoicism teaches us that our self-esteem shouldn't be a pendulum swayed by others' attentions. It's about being firm in your own self-regard, knowing that your worth isn't up for negotiation. Engage in your passions and pursuits with a heart full of self-sufficiency. It's not about showing off to make someone realize what they're missing. It's about realizing for yourself what you bring to the table. Indulge in activities that fulfill you, connect with people who appreciate you, and cultivate a life that makes you proud. This isn't a passive act, it's a vibrant, active embrace of your own life. It's about being so involved in your own growth and happiness that the need for outside validation begins to fade into irrelevance. So rather than chasing after fleeting attention, invest in yourself. Construct a life that you're content with, independent of how others perceive it. Let your confidence and self-assurance be a byproduct of your personal development and achievements, not a show put on for an audience. This Stoic approach isn't just about dealing with indifference, it's about transcending it. By focusing on what truly matters, your own journey of growth and fulfillment, you transform indifference into an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and deepen your understanding of self-worth. Number 12. Kind detachment. Even when confronted with indifference, choose to respond with kindness, but keep your emotional world fortified. This isn't about being cold, it's about protecting your inner peace. When someone ignores you, it's natural to feel hurt or frustrated. However, Stoicism teaches us to greet such moments not with emotional turbulence, but with a composed heart. Offer a smile, a polite greeting, or a simple wish for a good day, but do so without the weight of expectations. Your kindness is a gift, not a transaction. Maintaining emotional distance is not about erecting walls, it's about drawing boundaries. It's understanding that while you can control your actions, you cannot control how others respond. This distance is not a sign of weakness, but a mark of strength and self-respect. It's a conscious choice to not allow someone else's actions to dictate your emotional state. By staying kind yet detached, you're stating, "I choose not to let your indifference upset my balance." This approach doesn't just protect you, it empowers you. And this path of kindness combined with emotional detachment is a powerful embodiment of Stoic wisdom. It's a balance that allows you to interact with grace, yet stand firm in your own emotional integrity. It's a demonstration of respect for yourself and for others, and a testament to your maturity and understanding. This way you navigate through life's instances of indifference, not with bitterness or hurt, but with an unshakable sense of inner tranquility and dignity. We've journeyed together through the intricacies of Stoicism, uncovering 12 potent lessons on transforming indifference into a tool for your personal evolution. Remember, each instance of being overlooked is a stepping stone to resilience, a lesson in Stoic philosophy, teaching us to channel our inner strength. Now, I challenge you to apply these insights to your daily life. Embrace indifference not as a setback, but as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Share your experience and thoughts. Your interaction fuels this community, guiding us toward wisdom, understanding, and above all, the art of turning every challenge into an opportunity. Here's to mastering the art of Stoic resilience together. Stay Stoic.